Hey guys, in this week's portfolio update, I'm going to show you how to compare two or more stocks very quickly in Fidelity. So before we get started, I just want to show you really quickly that as of yesterday, I am now involved in the crypto world. Yesterday, I made my first crypto purchase of Ethereum. Now, eventually, maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to create a video to talk about my process, how easy or difficult it was, as well as my strategy going forward, what kind of cryptocurrency I'm going to get. I just need a couple of weeks to, figure things out and all that stuff since, I am very, very new to this. But anyways, let's move on. So this is my portfolio. For those new to my channel, I show my portfolio every single week. I show you my gains, my losses, just so you know that I am not bullshitting you. Right now, things are going pretty well this week. I gotta say, this is much better than last week. If you watched my previous portfolio update, you know that I've been down a lot on Hyliion, down on Jivo, and down a lot on ARK. And as of right now, things have mostly recovered. Now, I think earlier this week, Hyliion and Jivo stocks, they sort of rallied back majorly. Jivo for seemingly no reason. Hyliion started work on its Austin headquarters expansion, which stocks have shot up. However, in the past day or so, it's gone down probably about, quite a bit since then. Now, I'm not too bitter about that. Now, it was pretty good news. However, I felt that the rally was probably a bit much. So, for it to taper down like this, I'm not overly surprised. And same with Jivo. I'm just happy I am no longer in the red. However, I still might end up in the red. Now, with Jivo, I'm hoping that this drops back down to the $6 range because I really would like to, continue building out my position, but I just can't buy more shares at this price. ARK is very slowly clawing its way back. I've been thinking of adding more shares here and there. Now, just so you know, I have not bought anything this week, and I don't think I bought anything last week. Right now, the stock market itself is in a whole situation where things are kind of rallying, but also sometimes down a little bit, but not enough for me to buy more positions, which is why I got into Ethereum, since Ethereum's been in, Ethereum's been in a sort of a bear market this past several days, and I've been taking advantage of that. But as far as my stocks go, Revolve is kind of exploding in there. I've been at quad gains for the past week or so. I'm pretty happy with that. Tapestry has been tapering off kind of quite a bit for no reason. Like in the past month, it's been down 8.50%. Now, I haven't seen any news to justify that, but sometimes the market be like that. Like, as far as my plans in the position, I have no plans to do anything. Like, look at this 4 PE and look at this PEG ratio. Like, Tapestry is still 100% worth it. And check out this analysis. Like, if this is anywhere close to actually happening, now these are just estimates, this isn't gospel, but if Tapestry performs anywhere close to this, then this is putting on is more than worth it. More than worth it. 4.96 billion to 5.69 billion, and then to 6 billion next year. And we're talking 53% gains for the next 5 years after next year as far as profitability. Yeah, I'm holding on to my shares of Tapestry. And as a matter of fact, even though my cost basis is this low, I keep being tempted to buy more shares, but I know I'm not going to do that. So as far as my total performance, my portfolio value is now $53,346.53. I am up, as a whole, 37.94%, and I have $13,359.76 worth of gains alone. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, as far as future moves, I'm not planning on buying any positions immediately. However, eventually, towards the latter half of this year, as you probably may or may not know, Cloudera is going private, so this position is going to go bye-bye. So I will probably have roughly this much in gains once that's done. And later this year, I will sell Sony. Now, nothing against the company. I am very bullish on it. It's just that, I only have $427 invested in this. Like, my position has been nowhere close to built, and I'm kind of mad just looking at it. So eventually I'm going to have this and this worth of cash, and once I'm done with that, I will be looking for a new position to buy. And I kind of been thinking between, two positions right now. Like, I don't want a tech position at all. I don't want to invest in tech at all. Like, most of my stocks right now are in tech. And I kind of want to try to diversify at least a little bit. So, two of the stocks I'm looking at are CVS and Walgreens. Now, this video will not cover either of the stocks in any detail, but this is a great segue into the main topic of this video, which is how to compare two or more stocks very quickly using Fidelity. Now, let me get this out of the way. This is not a substitute for fully researching one stock and fully researching one company, and then fully researching the other stock and fully researching the other company, and then comparing the two. But this might be a great component in your research. All right, so let's say I want to compare CVS and Walgreens really quickly. So from the screen right here, and if you have a Fidelity account, this is absolutely free for you. You already have access to this tool. So from here, you're going to go up here to this search window, and I'm going to type in CVS. So let me type in CVS, and we're going to click on this. This brings up my favorite tool. This is the Fidelity. I call it the Fidelity Stock Analysis tool. This right here. Okay, so when I usually do YouTube videos and stuff, I use Yahoo Finance to show information on stocks and stuff, mainly because it's more aesthetically pleasing to the user and stuff, and everyone has access to it. However, when I'm researching stocks by myself, I use this right here exclusively because I don't have to leave the app. It has everything I need. Well, most of what I need. It's got the basic information here. It's got an advanced chart where you can draw your own support and resistance lines. It's got technical analysis. You can change it to candlestick in many different forms. It's got news, the latest news research revolving the stock. The equity summary score if you care about analysts, analysts' opinions and stuff. It's got information on dividends, and if you want to learn more information about any of this, like for example dividends, just click more. It brings up this window where it will give you more information on dividends, and click on dividends detailed. It will give you past dividend information. To go back, click on the overview button, and it goes back to here. But this is more information than you will probably ever need. Now this competitor thing, we're going to get back to this in a second because that's what we're going to be using. But if you scroll down here and there's more information, technical events, right here, you can look up SEC filings. Or if you want to grab the 10K, 10Q, if you want to read their financial statements, you're going to click this right here. Like there is a ton of information here. Or if you just want to read up on the company itself and what it does, right here, more will bring up more information about the company. You'll get to see its COO, the director, president, CFO, and if you have Fidelity, like I said, this is free. Okay, so the thing we're looking for right now is this top competitors section. This is where we're going to spend the rest of the video in. Right now you can see CVS, and you can see the industry average, and then 3 companies that Fidelity thinks are similar, which is probably correct. And you can see basic information right now, such as the 4 PE, the shares outstanding, price performance, but we're going to click on more here. And this right here is the meat of the matter. So first thing we want to do is, like I said, we want to compare CVS to Walgreens. So right now we're going to check this. We're going to change this right here to Walgreens, which is here. Click change, and then bam. And this right here, we'll compare it on many different fronts. Where this right here is a key statistic, which is the basic one. You can find information on last trade, change in price, the volume that changed hands, the sector, industry, but it goes bigger than that. You can do revenue, earnings per share, dividends. Well, let's say you want to focus on a particular thing. You can click on key statistics, and you get lots of other information. Let's say you want to focus on dividends. Okay, this brings up a whole other thing. This will compare the payout ratio, the growth rate, the dividend date, the change in price, the dividend yield. Talking a ton of different information. You want to go to valuation? Okay, that's fine. Now you can focus on PEG, price to book, cash flow, price to sales, enterprise value, forward PE. Take a look at growth. Okay, this will talk about the EPS growth. This will talk about the revenue growth, cash flow growth. Like this will compare like between 2 or more stocks, like more information than you ever thought you could. So like I said, this video is not to compare these at all, but just to show you how you can compare 2 or more stocks. And I think that this will be a game changer, or at least a massive time saver, as you continue to research these two companies. So hopefully you learned something out of this. Let me know if the tool works for you and how you like it. But anyways, take care, have a good day, and eat your vegetables.